Hello, I'm Dave Kona. I'm the former USDA Rural Development Director for Utah during the Obama administration. USDA Rural Development supports housing, business, and community facility and rural utility programs. USDA's Rural Development housing programs are the largest part of the USDA Rural Development budget in Utah. In 2015, we did $461 million of housing loans for rural Utah. Those loans are important because rural Utah communities need quality housing in order to have job creation, retain employees, keep school teachers from migrating to other communities, and so forth. In other words, housing is essential to the rural economy. Rural America's economy has not recovered from the recession. The USDA programs here in Utah have made a tremendous difference in allowing many of our rural communities to actually enjoy beneficial economic growth, job creation, and better quality housing.
So I'm Brad Bishop. I'm Executive Director for SelfHelp Homes. I'm standing in a mutual self-help housing subdivision. This subdivision is being built by families who are helping each other frame and construct their homes. So the Mutual Self-Help Housing Program is a program sponsored by USDA Rural Development. The program's been around for 50 years and in Utah for the last 20. We've found a lot of success with families who help themselves by helping each other build each other's homes. We group 8 to 10 families together. They frame their homes, they install cabinets, they roof, they paint, they do landscaping. 70% of the homes is what the family contribution is to them. It's a great program where the federal government receives 100% return on the loan itself, the principal payment for a house, and they earn interest on top of it. It's a model program for the federal government. Over 98% of those families still live in the home or have been able to keep up with the mortgage. And so we see a great return on a federal investment that many times are zeroed out by budget requests from the president and many times restored by Congress. And I think the congressmen across the country see the value in families helping themselves.
Well, I guess our story started out that we were pretty close to buying a house when we were both working full-time, and then after I had our first son, our financial situation changed and suddenly we couldn't afford to buy a house. And so we have been living in a little 2-bedroom apartment for the last 3.5 years, with 2 kids. And so my little daughter's staying in a pack and play right next to us in our same room. And we're busting at the seams because we don't fit in our house and couldn't find anything that we could afford. We couldn't even afford to move to a bigger apartment to rent. And we heard about the program and thought that is something we would never do. And then after we had my daughter, our second child, and we realized that we weren't fitting in this apartment, we heard about the program again and thought this might work. And so we started putting in our application and everything fell into place. And this is the only way that we're going to have a new house, certainly.
It's been awesome in the program, being able to learn new skills and develop some little bit of what I already knew, but and there's a lot of satisfaction in doing it yourself. I feel like the man building my own house, and there's a lot of pride in that. And the program itself, I think, is awesome because it's people who need help, who are capable of helping themselves, and it's not putting a burden on, financially on a government institution one way or another. We're capable. We just need to learn, and Self-Help Homes has taught us those skills necessary to be able to help ourselves out and get a house, and that will launch us in the future for success with our family and with our financially, emotionally. I mean, having a home does so much for a family. We've read lots of studies on it and things like that. So we're excited to have a home and reap those benefits, not just financially, but in every aspect of our lives.
For our kids.